Last session we looked at 4 assumptions economists make behind perfectly competitive markets. If you're a firm operating in a perfectly competitive market, what does that mean about the demand curve you face? Again, one of the 4 assumptions was large numbers of buyers and sellers. What will your average revenue curve look like? What will your marginal revenue curve look like? And that's shown in figure 9.1. If you're truly stuck in a perfectly competitive market, what the rightmost panel in figure 9.1 shows is the overall supply and demand for this product. In this case, we're looking at the corn market, where the overall output level and consumption level is huge, 15 billions of bushels per time period. The price is $3 per bushel. If you're an individual firm, such as the Costner farm that's depicted in the leftmost panel, whatever price gets determined in the overall market will end up being your demand curve. And your demand curve will be perfectly flat. You'll face a perfectly price elastic demand. Why do the assumptions translate into that outcome? Again, we assumed you're one of a large number of reasonably small players. So you're producing corn at a level of 15,000 bushels a year, where the overall output level is 15 billion. You're a minuscule portion of the overall market. Your ability through your output changes to change the going price in the overall market is nil. Can you raise the price you charge for your bushels beyond the $3 that prevails in the market? No. Why not? If you'll reflect on the assumptions, if I try to charge $3.25, everybody will run away. My demand will go to zero if I'm the Costner farm operating in this market. Why? Because buyers are perfectly informed. There are a large number of other sellers of the product, and we're producing the same thing, corn. So I'm stuck with a perfectly flat demand curve. Now note that the demand curve, the small d curve, is also the same as the price prevailing in the market, and it's also the same as the marginal revenue curve and the average revenue curve. My average revenue is the additional revenue I earn per bushel I sell. And if I'm stuck at $3 per bushel, the average revenue for each bushel stays the same, $3 throughout my production output range. It's also the same as my marginal revenue. And what marginal revenue tells me is per each additional bushel, how much does total revenue change? It's the change in total revenue per change in quantity. If I'm operating in a perfectly competitive market, that marginal revenue in this case is also $3 per bushel. What we term this situation is firms are price takers. They're stuck. They have to be fatalistic about the price they face. And that price is the same as the average revenue they earn per unit and the same as the marginal revenue. Now think back. This is again another demonstration of the marginal average relationship. Whenever the marginal comes in right at the average is flat. It remains unchanged. We'll delve deeper into what the right output level is to choose if you're stuck in a perfectly competitive setting in the next session.